Welcome to Caching Waves. Today we're looking at Bitcoin. The exchange I use is BitGet, and if you want to follow along with my counts, my time zone's UTC -4. Now quickly, I don't want to go too in depth on this chart, but this is my current daily count. Obviously this can turn into many different patterns. This is just my primary count as of today. Now first we're working on a WXY. We have our W wave complete in an ABC 3-wave pattern, and we hit in the optimal targets. In both linear and log, we hit the 1.236 and the 121 for ABC and the W wave. I believe our X is in, and we're currently working on our B wave of our A wave. Now for targeting long term, we're using linear scale, and we're targeting around 40K at the point of breakdown, and we have a lot of resistance in this area. Now let's zoom in a little closer to show you what I'm currently working on here in the B wave. First, we have a 5-wave impulse down. An area that was causing a lot of problems was this area here. And the best way I was able to count this, and I think we're on the right track here, is a WXY 333. So first we have an expanded flat W, a 3-wave X, and we have an ABC up for our Y. That also hit the 236 to the 132 right in between. As you can see, that's measuring our W off our X for our Y. That's that measurement. And coming off that, I'm currently targeting the 1-to-1 of the A wave off of our B wave. That's our target there at 27,248 currently. And you can see we're lining up with the 50 to 618 as well. So we might just come in, tag that area, and go off for our larger C wave in our A. Now zooming in even closer down to the 15-minute. This is where we're gonna start to get our trade setups. Now this whole area, if you watch my videos previously, I was looking for a trade setup where we got a 5th wave up, and this would have been an ABC rather than a WXY, this here. But we came up short, and that's where we got our ABC in here for our 3-wave pattern. Now off that, I still have a bite in here. I didn't get as much as I wanted to, because I wanted to buy it between the 50 and the 618 of the A wave down. Didn't quite hit that. I got a little piece, but not as much as I wanted. Currently short. Stop is at the high here. But based on where we're at now, there is some better ways to enter this trade currently, and I'm going to add to my position. Now first, I tried to count this as a 5-wave. It didn't really make sense. Could have done a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the problem with that is we ended up getting overlap, as you can see. If this is our 1 wave, 1, 2, 3, our 4th overlapped, and we got our 5th down here, so that doesn't really count. And I then looked at this. What if this was a leading diagonal here, but then this looks like an impulse, and the shape of it is kind of all off. So again, I went back to the drawing board, and the best I can come up with is a ABC down for our wave 1 of our leading diagonal. We got an ABC up for our correction in 2. Looks good. We got a 5-wave move down here. Looks good. So this is the best fit I currently have on the current setup. Excuse me. Let me get that. And we're looking for an A, B, potentially already in. Looks like we got an expanded flat there in the middle of this area. So we could have made a double top there. C down. Again, we're not quite going to hit the 1-to-1 if this is a leading diagonal as expected for our 3rd wave, and then we look for our 5th wave to be a little bit shorter than our third. So right now I'm going to be entering in a trade pretty much as soon as I get off this video. I'm going to enter market, and I will have my stop at the high here of my proposed 2 wave, and I'll be playing this right out to the 1-to-1. About a 1.5 to 1 risk reward. That's the trade I'll be taking. Now, where can I be wrong? That's something very important to be aware of, is what can happen if I'm wrong here. Well, first of all, I still expect a wave down here either way, because we have a 3 wave, and we'd expect another 3 wave if we had a WXY and we're looking for more upside after, which is a possibility, where this Y wave would just turn into a bigger flat, and then we'd move our Y up here, and then we'd start our down move. So that's something to be aware of, which is why we protect ourselves, don't over leverage. Our stop is at this high. So that's the alternate way we could get stopped out of this trade. Something else that could happen is this could be an X wave, where we have an A here. We come up for a B wave higher, and then we come down for a C wave. Again, we just get stopped out of this trade. I still have the trade from above, and I'd re-enter there. It would look like this, 3 waves down. This would be a B wave or an X wave, where we'd have an expanded flat, make a new low here, then reverse up, and then come down for 3 waves. So something to be aware of. But if we get the trade up there off this without coming down first to complete, I'd look for another short here, stop at the high. So it doesn't really change my view pretty much at all. If we just stopped out there, I'd look to enter higher and go for our trade from there. So lots of good trade setups. My primary is this leading diagonal, like this. I'll be taking profit around the 1-to-1, and the 1-to-1 is currently this wave projected off our 2. That's the area I'll be looking for, and I'll be tightening up my stops as we go. But where does that put us longer term? We're looking for the 1-to-1, so we have a long way to go. Again, I'm just scalping this move. I wouldn't suggest doing that unless you can pay attention. If you want to wait for the larger move, that's much more reasonable unless you're glued to the charts like I am. And what I would be doing for the larger move is wait for this to complete, wait for our ABC up, and then take that short. But I'll be watching the charts, excuse me. So I'm happy with taking these scalps. But if you want to wait for this, there's a nice almost 5-to-1 trade waiting after that. So that's it for Bitcoin, guys. That's what I'm doing currently over the weekend. And yeah, please subscribe for further updates. I'll make sure to track this as I enter for you guys. And thanks for watching.